Right, I'm here for Welling United TV with manager Mark Goldberg after a disappointing 1-0 home reverse against Hampton and Richmond. Your immediate thoughts after the game, Mark?
Well, just so disappointed. Thought there was some positives in the first half. Thought we popped the ball around. Didn't really have any, other than Brad's strike at goal, we didn't have any clear-cut opportunities, but I thought we went in at half-time pretty positive. But second half it became a bit scrappy and final ball wasn't quite good enough. In these sort of games, if you finish 0-0, then you take that, 4 games unbeaten. But unfortunately, we let in a very soft goal from a corner, and very disappointed because it happened straight after the substitution, and player that came on didn't mark his man, and that communication cost us the game.
Yeah, we had some nice possession in the first half, but I don't think the goalkeeper made a couple of mistakes, which is understandable in these conditions. But I don't think we really tested him enough second half. I'm not sure if we actually had a shot on target in the second half.
No, well, right at the end, I think a number of times the ball went just in front of the keeper. It was scrappy in the middle. I think we had the header at the end, but it was far too late. You're absolutely right. We didn't quite open them up the way that I expected us to do. I think maybe we stopped passing and trying to do too much on the ball, turning into trouble instead of setting and going again. But it was one of those games that was scrappy. We weren't at our best today, and unfortunately, if we hadn't have conceded the way that we had, we would have taken that. But unfortunately, these games are really home games. Really, we can't even accept a 0-0. Really, home games like this, we've got to be thinking that we can get all 3 points. So, look, I'm bitterly disappointed, especially with the way we conceded. But we just got to pick ourselves up now for the cup game next week.
You made a couple of changes in the second half, as you've already alluded to.
Yeah.
But we didn't change the shape of the team, really. We took a centre midfield off, brought a centre midfield on, took a strike off, strike on. Is there any temptation to alter the shape, maybe play another midfielder or something like that?
Yeah, there was temptation to do that. But we wanted to just see whether how it went with making the change that we made. Unfortunately, they scored straight away, which makes such a difference to just fresh legs coming on, which is what I thought possibly that's all we needed. We can be more bold, and maybe we should have been more bold earlier on, but with 7 minutes to go, we went 3 at the back, and we put more pressure on them, but it was too late.
Yeah, ultimately, we changed the formation right at the end of the game, but I think also people around me were questioning whether we made the substitutions too late. Could we have done with fresh legs earlier? Was there fitness issues or?
It's very easy to say from the fans' point of view in the terraces. It's all very easy to know what the manager should have done. If we made the substitutions that we made and we hadn't conceded so early on, you might have seen a difference. But when it goes against you, I've just got to put my hands up and say, well, that's football. It goes against me. I've got to take responsibility.
Obviously, you're limited with a couple of injuries and suspensions and such like. What's the latest on Gavin McCallum and Aaron Cosgrove, and also when will Sanchez-Ming be available again?
Well, Sanchez-Ming was available today, but Connor's been doing a good job at right back, and I thought he did a good job today, so I don't think there's any complaints there. In terms of Aaron and Gavin, it is a shame that we didn't have that ammunition on the bench, because that's always very useful to us and allows us to think more about different options. But they've got hamstring injuries that they won't be available for a week or 2.
So we now look forward to the FA Cup game, another home draw. What was your immediate thoughts after the draw was made? Well,
I was pleased that it was a home game. Obviously, they're going to be a force. They've had a good run recently. Hugo and I went to watch them play Tuesday night against Maidenhead at home. And we know what we're up against, and we'll prepare properly, and on our day, it's winnable. But if you take into account the day we've had today, then obviously we've got to make sure that we're very well prepared, and we give ourselves a lot more. I think we've got to offer a lot more than what we offered today, and we know that, and we've got prepared properly on Thursday night.
I mean, I think the draw has been kind to us so far in the first 2 rounds, and we've got another home draw, so we can't complain too much about that.
Yeah.
Will you be looking at different things on Thursday about different formations, different personnel, or will you largely stick with the group you've had out today?
Well, we don't have many options in terms of unless Aaron and Gavin are fit for next week. It's possible that Gavin will be fit. I think it's unlikely that Aaron will be fit. So yeah, we'll be preparing. Look, we've had the last 3 games, I know, against lesser opposition. Before today were encouraging. Today's a real setback, and so we've got to really think about what we're doing, and it's very early still in the season, and we just got to make sure we're not in a dogfight in the league, and we know what we need to do, and we'll do what we can to put it right.
And lastly, our old friend Steve King is back in work, just up the A2 at Dartford. What were your thoughts when you heard that?
Well, I thought it was a good fit for Dartford, a good fit for Steve King. I mean, they're a big club, and Steve King fits a big club, so we wish him the best for the future, other than against us over Christmas and New Year.
Absolutely, I'll echo that. Thanks for your time, Mark. Ultimately a disappointing day today, but hopefully we'll have a good week's training and we'll be ready to go and give it a good crack next week against Eastleigh.
We'll give it everything we got, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.